that's crazy. You in there with blood.
Lil Durk, a central figure in the drill rap scene, has long been at the center of controversy, and his recent legal troubles have put his life and career in jeopardy. Known for his chart-topping hits and significant influence in the rap game, Durk is facing one of the most challenging times of his life after a series of events that started with his involvement in the notorious drill rivalry between his OTF-only The Family Crew and Quando Rondo's affiliates. As his legal case continues to unfold, rumors, speculations, and public opinions continue to circulate, adding more pressure to the embattled rapper.
I said, I know you're a rich-ass nigga, but if you need anything, you know I got you.
Lil Durk and Quando Rondo's rivalry has been a well-documented saga in the rap world, characterized by tension and violence. Their feud began in 2020 and has since escalated into something far more dangerous, leading to casualties and an ongoing battle of words both in public and on social media. The core of their feud traces back to the tragic shooting of King Von Durk's close associate, who was fatally shot in Atlanta on November 6, 2020. Many suspect that Rondo's crew was involved in the incident, sparking an immediate and intense rivalry between him and Durk. This animosity grew as both sides traded threats and insults, often escalating to violent outbursts. While both rappers have survived multiple violent confrontations, the stakes reached a new height with Durk's recent arrest, which connected him to a murder-for-hire plot involving Quando Rondo and his affiliates.
Yeah, downstairs they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I gotta tap to it.
On October 25, 2024, Lil Durk was arrested in Miami, Florida, as part of a federal investigation into a murder-for-hire scheme targeting Quando Rondo. According to reports, the incident that led to the arrest stemmed from an August 2023 shooting at a gas station in Los Angeles, California. During this attack, Rondo was the intended target, but he miraculously survived. Unfortunately, his cousin LP was not so fortunate and was killed in the attack.
Shit, I feel like, in my head, I just put it like, shit, that what God wanted to happen. Shit, it mean too much how much I really feel about it. I'll just be like, that what God wanted to happen.
The FBI investigation into the shooting revealed that Durk had allegedly placed a bounty on Rondo's life, seeking revenge for the death of King Von. The murder-for-hire plot was reportedly carried out by a group of men, all of whom were affiliated with Durk's OTF crew. These individuals are now facing federal charges for conspiracy to commit murder for hire, as well as charges related to the use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. In the wake of the arrest, Durk's fans and followers were left in shock, trying to piece together the details surrounding the investigation. Adding to the mystery was the fact that Durk had been planning to flee the country on the same day that his associates were arrested. Durk allegedly booked flights to Dubai and Switzerland, likely in an attempt to escape the looming legal consequences. However, his plans were thwarted and he was apprehended before he could leave the country.
He offered a more empathetic response. He said,
"Cause I don't wish jail on nobody. Like, I'm not no person who be like, well, I hope he don't never get out or nothing like that. I ain't that type of person. I ain't no type of person who wish jail on nobody, cause I wouldn't want nobody to wish jail on me."
Battle surrounding Lil Durk took a new turn when rumors surfaced that he had been attacked while in federal custody. According to unconfirmed reports, Durk had been the target of an assault by inmates who were allegedly affiliated with Quando Rondo. The attack, if true, would have been a clear reflection of the ongoing animosity between the two camps. Following these rumors, Durk was swiftly transferred from a Miami federal facility to a California prison under protective custody. This move was meant to ensure the rapper's safety, given the high-profile nature of his case and the dangerous environment in which he was being held. As news of the transfer spread on social media, fans and observers began to speculate about the nature of the attack and the safety of the rapper. In the midst of the chaos, a leaked phone call between Durk and one of his associates was shared on Instagram. The audio clip, which was recorded on November 15, 2024, provided a rare insight into Durk's situation. In the 2-minute conversation, Durk can be heard reassuring the caller that he is fine, maintaining a positive outlook despite his circumstances. He also claimed that he was not in protective custody, contradicting earlier reports about his transfer to a safer facility. While many fans found comfort in hearing Durk's voice, the leaked phone call raised more questions than it answered. Some wondered why the recording was shared amidst the ongoing investigation and whether it could potentially harm Durk's case. The mention of moving money during the conversation was particularly controversial, as it seemed to suggest that Durk's financial activities were being discussed in a manner that could potentially provide more evidence against him. This only fueled the speculation that Durk's legal troubles were far from over. As the investigation continued, Durk's legal team maintained that he was innocent of the charges against him, pleading not guilty during his court appearance in November 2024. However, the stakes are incredibly high. If convicted, Durk could face a lengthy prison sentence with the possibility of life behind bars. The case against Durk is particularly complicated due to the nature of the charges. The federal indictment alleges that Durk orchestrated a cold-blooded murder that resulted in the death of a family member of his rival Quando Rondo. The FBI has emphasized the severity of the crime, particularly given that the shooting took place in public at a busy gas station. The fact that so many people were put at risk during the attack has only increased the gravity of the situation. In addition to the charges related to the murder-for-hire plot, Durk is facing other accusations that could potentially add to his sentence. The FBI has been gathering evidence for months, quietly building a case against Durk and his associates. The agents involved in the investigation have made it clear that they are committed to bringing those responsible for the violent crime to justice.
He can slip through the cracks, but it's ugly for him, bro. You know, niggas got points to prove that was a real one. They killed a real one, bro. We ain't gonna get nobody else like that.
Despite the overwhelming legal challenges, Lil Durk has not been without support. His OTF label and many of his close associates have shown unwavering loyalty to the rapper, particularly in light of his legal troubles. Fans have expressed concern for his well-being and safety, especially after the rumors of the attack in jail. Yet despite the mounting pressure, Durk's supporters remain confident that he will be able to navigate through this difficult time. The OTF crew has been vocal in their support of Durk, with many calling for justice and emphasizing that Durk is not the type of person to engage in violent activities. However, not everyone agrees with this perspective. Some fans have criticized the ongoing feud between the OTF and Quando Rondo's crew, suggesting that the ongoing violence has only worsened the situation for both sides.
You get triggered by the
Beat the
slide.
shit out of this little ass, man. What are
You
you
get
talking
triggered
about?
by the slide from comments. Still, I don't know if people still say it.
For no reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
At the time of the interview, this statement did not.
One notable figure who has taken a surprisingly empathetic stance on Durk's case is Tim, a close associate of Quando Rondo. In a November 2024 interview with Vlad TV, Tim spoke about the possibility of Durk facing the death penalty over the death of his friend LP. While Tim was candid about the nature of the rivalry, he also offered a more peaceful perspective, emphasizing that he did not wish jail on anyone, not even Durk. This perspective stood in stark contrast to the vitriol and hatred that has characterized much of the feud between the two camps. As the legal proceedings continue, Durk's career hangs in the balance. 2024 had started off as a promising year for the rapper, with major career milestones, such as winning a Grammy for his song All My Life and receiving the keys to the city in Broadview and Bellwood. These honors were a testament to his influence in the music industry and his connection to his community. However, just days after receiving these accolades, everything started to unravel. With the potential for a life sentence, Durk faces an uncertain future. While his fans continue to rally behind him, the severity of the charges and the evidence against him make it unclear whether he will be able to return to his previous level of success. However, one thing is certain: Lil Durk's legal troubles have exposed the darker side of the rap industry, where rivalries can turn deadly and where even the most successful artists are not immune to the law. Next Voik. As the trial approaches in January 2025, all eyes will be on Lil Durk. Lil Durk's journey through the criminal justice system has been turbulent and full of twists. It all began in late 2023 when the Chicago rapper found himself facing serious charges that could change the course of his life. These charges, including his alleged involvement in a murder-for-hire plot, followed a heated and violent feud with fellow rapper Quando Rondo, which has escalated over the past few years. This intense rivalry, combined with legal complications, prison incidents, and troubling rumors, has left fans and onlookers wondering whether Lil Durk will manage to escape a lengthy prison sentence or face the possibility of life behind bars. Next Voik. To understand the gravity of Lil Durk's current legal situation, one must first delve into the origins of his rivalry with Quando Rondo. Their feud began in 2020 after the tragic death of King Von, a close friend of Durk. On November 6, 2020, King Von was fatally shot outside a nightclub in Atlanta following an altercation with Quando Rondo and his crew. The situation quickly escalated from a physical confrontation to gunfire, and Von was killed while attempting to fight Rondo. Although Rondo himself survived the encounter, his was killed during the shooting. Next Voik. The death of King Von marked a turning point in Durk's life and career. While the police initially arrested and charged individuals in connection with the shooting, including Quando Rondo's close associate Lil Tim, the case was eventually dismissed. Tim was acquitted of the charges in 2021 after the court ruled that he acted in self-defense. This decision angered Durk and his fans, fueling his desire for vengeance. Soon after, Lil Durk began a campaign of threats and retaliation against Rondo and his affiliates, with many speculating that Durk placed a bounty on Rondo's life. On August 19, 2022, the tension between Durk and Rondo came to a head with a deadly shooting at a gas station in Los Angeles. According to reports, members of Durk's OTF Only the Family crew tracked Rondo's movements for hours before ambushing him at the gas station. Although Rondo himself escaped unharmed, his cousin LP was killed in the crossfire. The FBI alleges that Durk orchestrated the shooting as part of a larger murder-for-hire plot. Court documents suggest that the rapper had recruited several OTF members to carry out the murder, offering financial incentives and instructions on how to execute the plan. Bank and flight records allegedly show that an OTF associate purchased flight tickets for 5 men to travel from Chicago to California on the day before the shooting. Durk is also said to have flown to California around the same time in the company of one of the co-conspirators and purchased ski masks for the hitman. The FBI also claims that Durk was involved in financial transactions linked to the shooting, including paying for flights and accommodations for the hitman. The federal indictment against Durk alleges that he was the mastermind behind the entire plot. The document asserts that Durk gave direct orders to his associates to carry out the shooting and that his actions directly led to the death of LP. This shocking development sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world and caused fans and the public to question whether Durk could ever escape the consequences of his alleged actions. On October 25, 2023, Lil Durk was arrested in Miami, Florida, after being indicted on federal charges related to the murder-for-hire plot. At the time of his arrest, Durk was already facing before he was set to board a private jet to Italy. Next Voik. Durk's arrest came as part of a larger investigation into his connections to organized crime. The indictment described Durk as the leader of the OTF group, which the FBI believes operates as a criminal gang responsible for violent acts. Durk's role in orchestrating the murder of Rondo's cousin is at the center of the case, with the authorities arguing that he used his position within the gang to direct criminal activities and fund the operation. Next Voik. While Durk's legal troubles were unfolding, rumors began circulating about a potential attack on the rapper during his time in jail. Following his arrest, Lil Durk was reportedly transferred from a federal facility in Miami to a prison in California under protective custody. The transfer raised suspicions that the rapper might have been targeted by rival inmates affiliated with Quando Rondo or other enemies from his past. Next Voik. The rumors reached a fever pitch when a concerned OTF member allegedly spoke to Lil Durk, offering his support and reassuring him that help was available if needed. In a leaked phone call, Durk reportedly told the caller that he was good and remained optimistic despite the difficulties he was facing. He also denied being in protective custody, claiming that he was being well received by other inmates. Next Voik. This phone call, which was shared online in November 2023, quickly went viral and led to further speculation about Durk's safety and the authenticity of the recording. Some fan situation, Durk's transfer to California seemed to indicate that authorities were taking precautions to protect him from potential harm while awaiting trial. Next Voik. Adding more drama to the case, an informant within the OTF organization has reportedly provided crucial evidence to the FBI. Known as OTF Jam, the informant allegedly cooperated with law enforcement for years, wearing a hidden wire to gather information on Durk and his associates. It was through Jam's cooperation that the FBI was able to build a strong case against Durk, culminating in the federal indictment.